Gaming is the one and only platform where you can be the hero of 1,000 stories. Agree, yeah? So here we are, gamers. Here we are edging nearer to the end of 2021, and gee whiz, what a year it was for mobile games. Well, you never know what surprises might come out next. There are still more amazing games to look up for. And in today's video, we're gonna wade in our classic monthly upload where we count down our best picks of the best and the newest mobile games of the month. That all being said, let's jump right in. At number 10, we have Star Wars Hunters. This is an action and adventure game developed together with Zynga, Nature Motion Games, and Lucasfilms Games that goes deep into the heart of the well-known galactic universe. Set between the plots of episodes 6 and 7, you are immersed in exciting and dynamic battles. In the game, you can select a range of mythical characters from one of the most successful sagas of all time. During each match, you also find yourself in the familiar environment seen in the movies. Everything in this game is perfectly connected, so in each match, you're entranced in the galaxy. Note that the combat system in Star Wars Hunters is completely immersive. In fact, there are tons of weapons available to feel the emotion of attacking every enemy you come across firsthand. Moving on to number 9, we have Area Z. Area Z is an action game with zombies where you'll shoot a lot, move quickly, as well as build fortifications and firing points to restrain the onslaught of hordes of opponents. In the near future, humanity, or rather its remnants, are struggling to find a cure for the virus that turns people into mutants. At the same time, various combat-ready groups begin to clean up New York from the infected, hoping to create a safe zone and use the advantageous location of the city for a more comfortable defense in the future. Gamers will become one of such desperate fighters. Coming in at number 8, we have Townscaper. Townscaper is a construction simulator where you can take a look at a unique world consisting of many islands of various sizes. It's here that you have to conduct your activities, building small settlements and huge megacities with a multi-million population. You'll get at your disposal a full set of tools and materials, as well as absolute freedom of creativity. Build unique buildings and place them wherever you see fit. Think over the locations of road networks, build infrastructure facilities, and ensure a high level of well-being of your people. You'll get the opportunity to realize your creative potential by creating unique combinations of elements. Next up at number 7, we have Casting Away. Casting Away is a beautiful fishing game where your character survives alone on a desert island. Life has improved, you're a successful person, a world-class movie star, and you're flying to the place of the next filming on a private plane. But everything changed in an instant. Your flight is interrupted by a lightning strike, causing the plane to crash, and you find yourself on a wild island not marked on maps. Now the only goal is to survive. After examining the nearest territory, you discover a strange altar on which there are shiny talismans made of fish and a magical aura emanates. After a little thought, you decide to use them as bait for fishing and start fishing, preparing for a variety of food from available marine ingredients. Down to number 6, we have Ultimate Battle Strike. This is a first-person shooter whose events are developing in the context of a growing global conflict. There are not only wars between countries, but also civil clashes. The main character will be a young guy who, by the will of fate, found himself on the streets of a city turned into a war zone between several factions. He needs to survive, and to do this, he'll need to learn how to use firearms, of which there are more than enough, as well as terrain features. Create strategies for surprise assaults. Otherwise, he'll quickly become a victim of one of the gangs or a raid by army units. You can use grenades during an ambush for the heavy toll, startle the invaders with some complete dominance, employ a digital system for the tactical strike to get the maximum results. Moving on to number 5, we have Final Fantasy VII. This is a battle royale set 30 years before the events that transpire in Final Fantasy VII in the city of Midgard. Players need to fight among themselves for the privilege of becoming the first soldier recruits the organization Cloud claims to belong to. The way Final Fantasy VII works is by combining the core of playability that you see in almost all of the biggest Battle Royale mobile games, like PUBG Mobile, Fortnite, and Free Fire, with other elements more traditionally found in MOBAs, like enemies that appear on the map. magic, special abilities, and even invocations. The result is a truly unique title. You have pistols, machine guns, shotguns, and sniper rifles, but you can also make use of different items to wield fire, ice, or lightning magic. Next up at number 4, we have Figure Fantasy. Figure Fantasy is a 3D idol figuring mobile game by Como Technology, where you'll become the figurines master and get to experience a wonderful adventure in the miniature world. It's worth noting that the project was executed at a high level. The game has eye-pleasing cutscenes where we're shown young warrior girls who are fighting with a local cat. As soon as the owner is around, they have to pretend as if they're toys. Yes, there are loot boxes in the game, but they're made in such a way that even I'd buy. There's an Overwatch-type chest. We need to tear off the line from it, and after which the loot box opens, and we see a lot of colorful boxes with warriors inside. Coming in at number 3, we have Off-Road Unchained. This is an arcade race for Android with cool graphics, drift, and the spirit of Forza Horizon. These are vertical races where the player needs to show his skills in drifting, squeeze nitro, and even enjoy the views. Races take place in real time and off-road. You need to drive on them in an SUV as well as win and advance through the leagues. This will open up new racing cars. In between races, you can upgrade your cars or try to hire new riders for your team. In order to do so, all you need to do is win, and win more races. Overall, this is a spectacular racing game in every aspect. The control system is almost perfect, and the graphics are outrageous. It's truly an outstanding game that will keep you hooked for many, many hours. Next up at number 2, we have Moncage. Moncage is a unique game in its execution, which has filled up the world of puzzles, where you'll explore the surrounding numerous locations, trying to solve the mystery of this place. In front of you, there's a fairly large object in the form of a cube, each side of which is very different from the other and is part of the overall picture. As for the storyline, it simply doesn't exist here. You're going to a factory that's been abandoned for a long time, which is located on the island, where you'll explore everything along and across using this very cube. Carefully study the walls of the cube, as it's there that you'll be able to give answers to all your questions, as well as find out what the factory looks like in general. And finally, at number 1, we have Just Cause Mobile. This is an action and shooting game for Android that's based on the successful Just Cause saga developed by Avalanche Studios. On this occasion, the company Square Enix brings us a title that's completely adapted for mobile devices that lets you participate in action-packed collaborative rounds. With an isometric perspective, Just Cause Mobile immerses you in the action right from the get-go. Both the graphics as well as the distribution of the controls have been perfectly designed to offer an outstanding game experience, all without losing the essence of many of the iconic aspects of a saga that was wildly successful on both console and PC. And that's all for today. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, because that's one of the reasons that keeps me on going and motivates me to provide you guys with better content and cooler games. I'm Sarah. You can follow us right on our social media. We'll see you next time right here on Android Tools.